Have you ever wondered how big the largest octopus ever found was? Or what species it was? If you want to know what's up with octopi, you've clicked on the right video. To answer the second question, it is the giant Pacific octopus, or using their scientific name, Octopus dofleni. The first question will be answered later in my video. Now let's find out even more about these super cool creatures. Something really interesting about these animals is that they are actually aliens because their DNA was found on another planet and it is thought that they didn't even come from this planet originally. Now let's get an idea of what they look like. The giant Pacific octopus has a big head and 8 arms and is generally a reddish-brown in color. They are typically from head to end of arm, 16 feet long and weigh 130 pounds. Although the biggest octopus ever found was 30 feet long and weighed 600 pounds. That's a big octopus. Octopi are very cool and have very interesting physical features. I guess them being an alien might explain why they have 9 brains, 3 hearts, blue blood, and basically invisibility. Can you imagine having all of that? I think you'd be a superhero if you did. Like other members of the octopus family, they use special pigment cells in their skin to change colors and textures, and they can blend in with the weirdest patterns of coral, plants, and rocks. I wish I could do that. One of the 9 brains is the main brain that controls the nervous system, and the others control the tentacles, and 1 brain per tentacle. This helps each tentacle work together and separately at the same time. This also helps them fulfill the title of smartest amphibian and one of the smartest animals in the world. One of the 3 hearts is in charge of pumping blood, and the other 2 collect oxygen from the gills. Lastly, they have blue blood because a certain protein used to carry oxygen in their blood has copper in it instead of iron like us humans. These carnivores only eat meat, such as shrimp, crab, scallops, clam, lobster, and fish. Sometimes they'll also eat birds that land in the water. The octopus will use its 1,600 plus suction cups that are on its tentacles to hold its food. After that, using their beak-like mouth made out of keratin, they will munch away. The giant Pacific octopus will eat up to 4% of its body weight and gain about 2% of its own weight every day. That's the equivalent of a 150-pound person eating up to 6 pounds of food a day and gaining 3 pounds every single day. That's a lot of food. These deadly predators live all over the Pacific Ocean and coastlines of Korea, Japan, Canada, the US, and Mexico. They can be found in waters shallow as 20 feet deep and as deep as 6,000 feet deep. They live in dens made out of coral, seashell, mud, and rocks. They will either find an old den or make their own den, but either way, they never stay in one den for more than a month, unless it is female with eggs. These guys are also solitary and live alone until mating. Now we can talk about fries! No, not French fries. We're actually going to be talking about baby octopus, which are called fries or hatchlings. Mother only gives birth 1 time, but she definitely makes it count. She will lay up to 400,000 fertilized eggs that will hatch in 6 to 7 months. The mother doesn't eat anything while the eggs are developing to give him her full attention. A sad thing about this species is that although they are the longest living octopus, they only live up to 5 years. The males die only weeks after mating, and the females die only days after the baby fries hatch. The fries, on the other hand, have a big life ahead of them. They spend a few months floating to the surface of the water to eat algae, but then they will float back down to the ocean floor and will spend years getting ready for mating. The adult octopi are the predators instead of the prey, since they have no natural predators. The only thing an adult octopus has to worry about is starving due to human overfishing their prey. Some of the main threats that fries have to face are seals, otters, and other sea creatures. The total octopus population is unknown due to their deep sea habitats, but they are very well populated, which means they should be around for a pretty long time. These awesome amphibians date all the way back to 330 million years ago to the vampire, a type of cleophod. This ancient sea creature was the first of its kind and also the earliest ancestor of the vampire squid and all 300 species of octopus. This particular species was found by 2 marine biologists from an Alaska Pacific University, but the exact date of the discovery remains unclear. If you have no plans to go searching all over the Pacific Ocean for the giant Pacific octopus, you could just take a much shorter trip to your local aquarium where they might have one. I will warn you, if you happen to run into or swim into one out in the wild, They may be friendly, but they are definitely not harmless. Best just to swim away and look from a little farther away, unless you're a specialized professional. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to turn on notifications for future videos, hit that like button, and follow my channel. If you want to know what's up with a different animal, leave a comment and it might just be my next video.